Welcome to Kieu Dung channel. If this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to support me in creating more meaningful videos. Today we continue following the journey of Sung Lien. In the soft afternoon light, she quietly walks to the school to pick up her little daughter, Kieu. From a distance, she sees the child standing by the gate, eyes sparkling, a gentle smile melting away all the day's fatigue. Hand in hand, mother and daughter walk slowly along the main road, and life suddenly feels lighter. Earlier, during a trip with James, he gave Sung Lien some money and said, "Buy Kieu a beautiful Christmas gift." It wasn't just a gift, it was love, care, and thoughtfulness. Today, Sung Lien wants to use it to bring joy to her little girl. And in this fast-paced world, we realize happiness doesn't always come from big things. Sometimes it's simply holding the hand of someone you love and continuing the journey together. The two of them walk for a while, and then stop by the side of the road, beneath the shade of a quiet tree. The breeze moves softly through the leaves, carrying the smell of earth after a long day. Sung Lien sets her bag down and sits beside her daughter. No rush, no pressure. Just a small pause, a little space to breathe and talk. She turns to her child and gently asks, "If you could choose a Christmas gift, what would you like the most?" For a moment, the little girl doesn't answer. She looks at her small hands, plays with a loose thread on her sleeve, then slowly lifts her eyes, honest, tender, sincere. "I want to have everything I need for school, and I want you to worry less, Mom." Those simple words strike deeply into her mother's heart. Sung Lien feels something tighten inside, a mix of love, gratitude, and quiet pain. Her daughter is still so young, yet she already understands the weight her mother carries. She smiles softly, pulls the child closer, and strokes her hair. "My child, life will sometimes feel full and sometimes feel empty. But when we learn to be thankful, when we keep trying and keep trusting, God always finds a way to help us through." They stay there for a while, talking about dreams, about friends at school, about what she wants to become when she grows up. Sung Lien shares stories from her own childhood, the days when she had no presents, no new clothes, but still held on to hope. She tells her daughter that every small effort, every honest step, eventually becomes a blessing. Then she says quietly, "What matters most isn't how big the gift is. What matters is the heart behind it, whether we know how to love, how to share, and how to care for others. When your heart is full of love, you are already rich, even if life feels simple." Kieu listens carefully and nods, smiling with that gentle smile children have when they truly understand. The world around them keeps moving. People pass by, the sound of bicycles and footsteps echo softly. Yet for this moment, time seems to slow down. There is only a mother, a daughter, and a deep, quiet peace. And through this little pause, we are reminded of something beautiful. Children do not always need bigger things, brighter toys, or grand promises. What they need most is presence, a listening ear, guiding words, and a heart that never leaves them. And for every parent, sometimes just sitting still, talking softly, and holding your child's hand becomes the strength that carries us forward on the long road of life. The two of them continue their walk toward the market. The road stretches ahead, lined with little houses and fields, and every step feels like a quiet promise. For Sung Lien, today is not just another day. Today, she hopes her daughter will feel a little more cared for, a little more confident, a little more like every other child.
As they reach the market, the sound of voices slowly grows louder. Vendors calling out, children laughing, bicycles passing by. And there, near the entrance, stands a small clothing shop. Clothes hang neatly outside, shirts swaying gently in the breeze, dresses catching the afternoon light. The place is simple, yet somehow warm. Sung Lien greets the shop owner with a gentle smile. Then she leads her daughter inside, taking a careful breath, almost as if she is gathering courage. For a moment, Kieu just stands still. Her eyes wander slowly across the racks, full of colors and patterns. She doesn't run, she doesn't grab, she just looks with quiet wonder. They begin to choose. Piece by piece, slowly, thoughtfully. Sung Lien lifts a shirt, checks the seams, stretches the fabric slightly to see whether it is strong enough. Try this one, my child. The girl holds it in front of her, shyly smiling. Then they look at another one and another. They walk from one rack to the next, almost like walking through dreams they rarely allow themselves to have. For many people, clothes are ordinary, but for them, clothes carry meaning. A good shirt means comfort at school. A warm jacket means protection during cold mornings. A simple dress means a chance to feel beautiful without pretending to be something else. From time to time, the shop owner glances at them. She sees how the mother carefully compares prices, how she checks again and again, making sure every choice is worth the sacrifice. There is something deeply respectful about the way Sung Lien chooses, humble, patient, never careless. She kneels down to her daughter's height. How does this one feel? Do you like it? The little girl nods softly. Not the nod of a spoiled child, but the grateful nod of someone who understands that even small blessings are precious. They decide on a few simple items. Nothing extravagant, nothing excessive, just enough. As she holds the clothes in her hands, Sung Lien feels a quiet warmth spreading inside. She knows these things won't solve every struggle, but they will give her daughter a little more dignity, a little more joy when she goes to school. And deep inside, she whispers to herself, I may not have much, but as long as I can care for my child, I am blessed. Life reminds us here that true value is not found in big purchases or shining displays. It is found in love, in thoughtful choices, in sacrifices made silently without applause. At the counter, she counts the money carefully. She makes sure there is still enough left for food, for the market ahead, for the needs that never stop coming. She thanks the shop owner with sincerity, not just for the clothes, but for the kindness of the moment. When they step back outside, the light feels softer, the breeze feels cooler, and both of them feel a little lighter inside. Kieu hugs the small bundle of clothes against her chest, as if protecting a treasure. Her smile is calm, peaceful, the kind of smile that comes from feeling loved. And in this quiet walk away from the shop lies a beautiful truth. Children may forget the price of things, but they never forget the love that wrapped those things around them. Hand in hand, mother and daughter continue deeper into the market, ready to find the next necessities of the day, and ready to keep walking forward together, no matter how simple life may be. They stepped into the marketplace as though walking into another world, a world woven together by voices, colors, and motion. Vendors called out prices over the noise of passing scooters. Stacks of vegetables rose like small mountains beside baskets of fruit, and little streams of people flowed between them. The mother held her daughter's hand tightly, not out of fear, but out of love. Every time she glanced down and saw that little hand in hers, she felt steadier, as though life was less unpredictable than it really was. Their goal today was simple: shoes. Not fancy shoes, not shoes meant to impress anyone. Shoes meant to carry a child safely through school days and long roads. Shoes that could handle dust, puddles, running, laughter, and even sadness. The mother had been thinking about this moment for weeks. She remembered too many days from her own childhood when her feet were bare, when she tiptoed across hot stones or soaked through mud with no protection. She remembered the quiet embarrassment and the quiet strength that forced her to learn. Today, she wanted something different for her daughter. They reached the first stall. Rows of shoes hung from hooks and rested in neat lines on makeshift shelves. Some sparkled with plastic gems. Some came in bright colors that almost glowed. The girl's eyes shone with curiosity, but she didn't grab anything. She waited. That patience made the mother's heart warm with pride. The shopkeeper smiled, practiced, friendly, and began pushing forward the most eye-catching pairs. The child admired them, of course, who wouldn't? But the mother lifted each shoe calmly, pressing the sole, bending the heel, checking the stitching along the edges. She wasn't just buying an object, she was weighing time, durability, and the invisible cost behind every coin. To her, money was not only paper, it was mornings waking up before sunrise. It was sweat, it was aching knees, it was sacrifice. They tried the first pair, then another and another. One pinched, one slipped off, one scratched the heel. Each time, the mother knelt down and spoke gently, explaining why they should keep looking. She didn't scold, she didn't rush. She knew life had already taught them both to wait, sometimes painfully, for the right things. Around them, voices rose, deals were made, but in that tiny circle of two people, tenderness ruled. The shopkeeper finally brought a pair that looked ordinary at first glance. No glitter, no ribbons. But inside, the lining felt soft. The sole was firm. The stitching was strong. The girl slid her feet in and stood up carefully. She took a step, then another. Then she walked a small loop, paying attention the way children rarely do unless something truly matters. A slow smile spread across her face, shy, hopeful, incredulous. The mother watched and knew. She didn't need the shopkeeper to convince her. She could see it in her daughter's posture. Comfort had replaced hesitation. She breathed out softly, as though releasing years of worry in one long exhale. This wasn't only about shoes. It was about dignity, protection, and the promise that her child wouldn't have to pretend she was fine when she was hurting. Still, the price mattered. The mother asked again, politely. The shopkeeper negotiated. A small discount came. The mother counted the bills carefully, as if touching memories instead of paper. Days of labor, skipped meals, dreams postponed. Yet she handed the money over peacefully. This was an expense that wasn't wasteful. It was love, transformed into leather and stitching. The girl thanked the shopkeeper softly, almost whispering. Gratitude, the mother believed, is a form of wealth that never disappears. She hoped her daughter would carry it through every chapter of life. They stepped back into the current of the market. The noise wrapped around them again, bargaining voices, a radio playing somewhere, laughter drifting from behind a stall. The girl walked differently now, lighter but steadier, as if invisible wings had been sewn into her heart. The mother noticed and smiled a quiet smile that came from deep inside. To her, happiness didn't mean abundance. It meant knowing her daughter was safe, nourished, learning, and loved. True success, she thought, is when the people you care for walk forward without fear, not because the world has become easier, but because they feel supported. They paused by a fruit vendor. The mother bought a single orange, not much, but enough. She peeled it slowly, dividing it into even slices, sharing fairly. They sat on a small wooden bench nearby. Juice dripped down the child's fingers and she laughed, a light sound that somehow eased the heaviness of the day. They ate without hurry, tasting sweetness and silence together. While they rested, the mother spoke about small lessons. Take care of what you are given. Treat people kindly. Choose what is good rather than what only looks beautiful. She explained that some things last longer than money: honesty, gratitude, effort, faithfulness. The girl listened, not fully understanding yet, but storing the words somewhere safe inside herself. When they stood again, the afternoon light had shifted. Shadows stretched longer, softer. The market seemed calmer now, though it was still as busy as before. Maybe the change wasn't outside. Maybe it was inside them. They walked past stalls selling toys, snacks, dresses, and trinkets. The girl glanced, but she didn't beg. She knew instinctively that they had already received enough. That sense of contentment made the mother quietly proud. It is a rare thing to learn satisfaction early. They moved towards the edges of the market where the noise faded into distant murmurs. The mother's legs felt tired, but her spirit felt stronger. Today had cost something: time, energy, money, but it had also returned something priceless: joy, confidence, shared memory. She squeezed her daughter's hand and whispered silently, almost like a prayer. "As long as I can stand, I will keep choosing love." The road ahead, both the literal one and the road of life, was uncertain. There would be storms, disappointments, illnesses, misunderstandings. Yet she believed deeply that love, taught patiently and lived consistently, could become a shelter stronger than bricks. The girl looked up, eyes bright, clutching the small package with the new shoes inside. She didn't say much. She didn't have to. Her expression spoke gratitude and trust, and in that moment, the mother felt richer than anyone with gold. By the time they disappeared beyond the final row of stalls, the market returned to its usual rhythm. The vendors kept shouting prices, children kept running. Life continued. But for them too, something had changed quietly. They carried more than shoes. They carried hope. And hope, unlike anything sold in the market, cannot be bought, cannot be stolen, and does not wear out with time. It walks with you, step by step, into every tomorrow. After buying the new clothes, the new shoes, and a small school bag for her daughter, the two of them wandered to a little food stall at the edge of the market. The smell of warm broth, steamed rice, and grilled meat floated through the air. All around them, people were selling candies and snacks, children were laughing, and vendors called out their prices with cheerful voices. It was lively yet peaceful, the gentle kind of life that only a countryside market can hold. The mother ordered something simple, something they could share. They sat at a wooden table, placed their bags beside their feet, and let their bodies rest. For a moment, time slowed. She looked at her daughter and smiled, grateful that today had brought not only new things, but new memories. In the middle of noise and movement, their little world felt quiet, safe, and beautifully enough. They sat together at the small wooden table, setting their bags carefully at their feet. The mother opened the little packages of food they had bought, simple dishes, but still warm, still fragrant. The girl watched with quiet excitement, the way children do when even small things feel special. The mother divided everything gently, making sure her daughter received the best pieces first. They began to eat slowly. Outside, the market continued its rhythm: voices, footsteps, laughter, the soft clatter of dishes. But at their table, life felt calm. Between each bite, the mother spoke softly, not lecturing, not preaching, just sharing. She told her daughter that real happiness doesn't come from expensive things or from showing off to others. It comes from gratitude, from knowing that what you have today is already a gift. She explained that life will bring hard days and easy days, and both are teachers. When life is difficult, we learn patience. When life is generous, we learn to share. The girl listened quietly, nodding, absorbing every word. Sometimes she looked up at her mother with wide eyes, as if seeing her not only as a parent, but as a guide. The mother talked about kindness, how a gentle word can heal someone's heart, how helping others makes our own lives brighter, how respect, honesty, and love are treasures no one can steal. She told her daughter that even when they don't have much, they can still give a smile, a helping hand, a prayer, a moment of understanding. Those are gifts that cost nothing, but mean everything. Between their words, they laughed. The girl told small stories from school. The mother listened with patience and warmth, encouraging her to dream, to study, to grow strong, not only in body, but in character. As they finished their meal, the mother folded the empty wrappers and cleaned the table carefully. She wanted her daughter to see being responsible is also a form of love. Love for others, love for the world, love for the life God has given. The market lights began to glow softly as the evening drew nearer. The wind carried the smell of sweets and roasted corn. People passed by, busy with their own stories, their own struggles, their own quiet hopes. Yet there, at that small table, something beautiful had taken place. A memory, a lesson, a moment of peace. Before they stood up, the mother placed her hand gently over her daughter's and said, "Always remember, whatever happens, keep your heart kind, walk with gratitude, and never forget that I am walking with you." The girl squeezed her hand back, smiling. And to you, dear friends watching this journey, if you feel touched by their story, if you believe in simple love, in family, in hope that grows quietly in everyday life, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with others, so we can keep telling more warm and meaningful stories together.